Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Project. This is a psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, obstacles, and life's lows and the process to reach heights, goals, and ambitions that we have set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you'd like a brief introduction or brief summary as to how to break down the Ahn Project to domains of life, subspecies, analogies, and so on and so forth, please check out the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight for January 2021 and beyond. For more updated versions, including the copyright-free music, content live stream schedule, and how we divvy the 15-minute live stream into 3 phases, 11 segments, and so on and so forth. That being said, into the second segment as usual. Quick notice, 3 things. First of all, there will be continuation of today's live stream onto tomorrow morning for sure, because there's too much content as you see on the screen. Second thing, solve a 5 override. A rule to break all the rules, a system to free myself from the system and become purely practical and get whatever most urgently needs done. And third, if you want to skip this introduction, just fast forward by about a minute and a half into the live stream, or really into the video on demand on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're coming from, and then you'll just dive right into the content. So just take a look on screen. We have a lot of stuff as per the title. Like I said, we can't get through everything in one stream, but we're going to try to get as much as we can done. So what you see on the screen is a lot of phase 2 items from segments 4 through 8 is digital in nature, digital and abstract compared to things in phase 3, which are physical. And we're going to get moving around the room if we can get to that on stream, but I doubt it. So take a look on screen. What you see is what you get. A lot of storytelling, commentary, food, dietetics, work, business, employment, resources, devices, materials, so on and so forth, equipment, and learning. And so, we'll just kind of cover the collages one by one, and then we'll get into things one by one individually. So we'll start on the left hand corner. We see at the very top right we have some moon cakes as well as a gift item from my domestic guardians that I decided to eat. There's some garbage sitting next to it, some toothpaste, something for a take for lunch like Lucerne. We have some updated sheets of paper that I wanted to print out for my boss's son, so it's some resources I'm providing him. It's a memo on usage, and then we have some stuff there right next to that on updated task list. On the very right we also have some codependency on trauma, basically attachment types, and it's a video from, if I can sort of expand this one, the next collage continuation, that one's from Patrick Leon, which he has a channel. It's a great channel. He's a great person. And so next to that we also have a bit of stuff on, I believe it seems to be narcissism, narcissistic video comments, and I was just kind of like reflecting on the abuse they've had, or I believe it was in the same video. On the right hand side in the middle now we're seeing into a little bit of Excel spreadsheet that I've sort of edited for my business partner KW, another amazing person. On the right we have the footer, the header, trying to be editing on that, and at the very bottom we have some stuff having to do with updating. I believe it's updating, yes, the account for my government services, and so that has to do with obviously it's private, you can't see anything that has any detail to it. Also we have on the right hand side and then there's a lot of reading onto that. Okay, so on the very right hand side, oh shit, it's done already. That's great. On the very top left, I apologize to continue, we have some stuff relating to what's it called, renew your products, news. There's a lot of news. It's a lot of news, not a lot, just a little bit, on articles from medical doctor, astronaut, on Facebook I believe. And then we have something here from Video Proc, so the software that I use to download videos and to convert, and so we had to update that as well. In the middle we have a lot to do with it seems like mastering kind of peace of mind, to straight to the bottom. So 2 videos, Big Think and From Philosophy, School of Life. So obviously woo by trying to get myself to just let things be, because there's been so much pain recently. And then we have the software on the side here, because I've been trying to do too much, I just had to let it go. I can't change, I can't make people understand how dangerous narcissism is. Like, no matter how hard I try, because I actually care about these individuals, they will not listen, because I'm just completely screwing everything up. I'm not communicating properly and everything like that, so it just comes out wrong. And then no matter what I do, whether it's my perseverance and their faith, we just can't meet in the middle, and things fall apart. It's just life like that, so if they find to learn it one day, then they'll learn one day, but I don't know, I just kind of have to give in to that. Well, maybe it's not giving in, right? That's what Wu Wei is all about. It's about not actually giving in. It's just letting things happen as they do. And then we have some more news at the very bottom. We have to do with Taiwan and China, so it's a lot of stuff there too. Got news. Wow, finally getting to the food. A lot of photography, lots of food we had. That's a big issue. We ate a lot of rice, scrambled eggs with shrimp. There's some peanut butter from Whole Foods Mart, some Chinese traditional tofu. And then you have like Hong Kong stuff. Then you have aloe vera drink at the top, and very bottom right, some just stir fry carrots and even chicken nuggets. Like, it's a lot of food. That's like 7 different items right there. Class 2 in nature. Got it from my domestic violence. Once again, we managed to resolve their traumatic pasts and so on and so forth, and repair the damage into relationships. Maybe also have some cookies I received from my workplace colleagues, so that's something also pretty great. These are a brand, and then we have in the middle some chewy oatmeal chip granola bars, so from my brother. So again, we'll get to all this kind of stuff. Again, class 4 nature because it gifts from my colleague. And last but not least, at the very bottom right, we have some messaging that we want to give over to Stowe Reflections. I just was wondering whether or not he'd be okay, because the past few days he hasn't posted anything. This guy posts every single day on Instagram, sometimes twice, so I was surprised. And I'm just checking something and realizing that the Nine Tails had a video that I released had a little one view. I was like surprised. So I guess it wasn't too surprising there, actually, because the whole difficulty. And then of course phase 3, if we get to this, why don't we cover phase 3 today right now? We're gonna toss away this mooncake canister right here, so we'll just toss it right now. I don't want to. And then we have these piece of paper here. This is what I'm going to take to the workplace. Again, resources. I'm not going to give it to him. He doesn't want to listen to me at this point, and I understand it completely. I think that's reasonable. I've just been a ball of negativity that's absorbed all the negativity from my colleagues for the past 4 years, so it's understandable because I've been on the receiving end and now I'm on the other end. It's all this back and forth, right? And this canister, if I move it to the side here, let's move to the very back. We're in phase 3, doing phase 3 first, ironically. Over here, we have some garbage here. We have this like toothpaste and so on and so forth, so I can put it inside here as trash. Same thing here to cover my earbuds or earphone. And then I could take out this, I had to renew this Colgate sensitive or toothpaste, place it inside there, take this lid on the bottom here and just seal it like that, and then I'll toss it into the trash when I go out to work. As for this toothpaste I gotta use today, and this is for work, the glycerin bottle is pretty much my meal for the day. I'll move this over here, and that'll be my toothpaste for later on. Okay, so get the floss out as well. So let's sit down in phase 3. Like I said, this is the piece of paper that I'm gonna turn around now. Take this to work. Okay, we got like 8 minutes left, so it's unlikely that we'll be able to get through very much, but let's try and get through as much as we can. So like I said, here's a project document that I'm going to pass over to my colleagues. Let's start off somewhere in segment 4-5. As I mentioned therefore that there's supposed to be audio recording I didn't take a snapshot of, or maybe I didn't add it on here, but the point is, here it is. We have the audio recording, as well as the live stream. Like I said, we're going to continue this tomorrow morning because clearly that took way too much time to cover collage. But we did have some minor conversation between me and my biological mother yesterday, helping her trying to get apply for a job, edit her resume. Actually, she did her application herself. I'm very proud of her. She's grown so much as an individual, and so I just had to edit the date for one of her resume templates, and then that's it. And then she went and had an interview. So that's something that I have to mention here. Also, a minor interaction with me and various colleagues at the workplace, as well as a boss's son. So again, it's just some general stuff that didn't turn out too well. It didn't turn out poorly either. I mean, it's pretty bad actually, but at least it's kind of I have a general sense of what I should do next, which is to basically do nothing per Wu Wei. In the middle here, we have, again, the live stream. You see in the title has codependent trauma, has workplace, business, all that kind of stuff, food as well. So we're going to get to all of that, and that's the live stream here as well as for tomorrow. 9 minutes in, that's crazy. So here's a task list. Let's cover this as well in segment 4. So you can see here that I've done some editing here. It goes up to straight to number 39 now. But the task list over here is goes down to 40 if I updated it earlier. So it says project resources, refine and revision, So for employment, and that's basically referring to the printout I have on the left-hand corner right now when taking it to work. The gift, employment, that's the cookies I received from my colleague. 37 is food that I received, as you see per the title. Eggs, scrambled eggs, stuff like that, peanut butter. Philosophy, we that's kind of effortless. The video as well. Another video from Patrick on YouTube, the child trauma specialist, so codependency. 33 has to do with what's it? Facebook, that accomplished 37-year-old, just something interesting. News is 31, and 32 on politics and stuff like that. And 31 device video proc, updating the software video proc, and 36 government account service. Trying to what is it called? Log in so that my account isn't deleted. And then 38 having to do with finding a way to leave my mind. I made a recording yesterday, and that's actually very important here. Now that I mentioned it, that's why I have this recording here. This is so important. I'm glad that this reminded me of this. So on the left hand corner, not the most important recording here, one of these 3 recordings is me just saying, God damn it all, I've tried so hard because I just care about you. I want you to know about how dangerous narcissism is and how it's prevalent within the department you have, and you've been living with this pretty much the whole time. And when I first entered, I could see the chaos it was causing. At the end of the day, though, it doesn't seem like it's too hard for them to bear to me trying to communicate poorly to them. I'm like throwing out like a fit of rage. I'm just so full of negativity now because I've just absorbed all the negativity from my colleagues in the department. So at the same time that I am trying to teach them, hey, this was a severe issue here. Narcissism is a big issue. It destroys organizations, destroys family, destroys households, destroys relationships. There's no way they're going to listen to me because right now I look like a narcissist. And so I understand that completely, and I just have to give up on that. If they find out on the dome one day, I'm exhausted. There's nothing more I can do. And if you think everything's fine, and they keep telling white lies, like everybody's trying to stay positive. Everything's positive. Everything has to be fine. Just believe or something like that. And I'm like, I know, I get it. Sometimes things just resolve things on their own. I understand that, alright? You don't always have to try so hard to fix something. Sometimes you try harder, the more chaotic it becomes. The more of a mess it becomes. But, that's that. If that's the approach they're going to take, I can't even blame them, because as far as I'm concerned, it kind of worked. After all, they didn't have to deal with it. I kind of walked in and I solved it for them. So, and it wasn't like me alone, right? They put in their own effort too. They did a lot of work on their own before I even joined the company. And so, kudos to them. And then kudos to the people who I've been trying to work with. It's not easy for narcissists to fight their own narcissism because they're very proud and self-entitled to their behavior. They're proud to manipulate people. They're proud to be selfish. So it's not something that is lendable to change. And the fact that these narcissists were able to change is in itself, a job well done on their part. Okay? So, yeah, I had to... oh my God. You can see how loaded this is. All right, move it on. Okay, so that was Jesus Christ. I have like a minute and a half left. Let's run through some of the. So right here, video, 9 Tails, something like that. I was surprised to see that there was a view on it because obviously it was about 9-tailed fox and Naruto dying after 15 years throughout my childhood. So whatever. That's kind of sad. Everything alright? This is for Stoic Reflections because he didn't post anything. I was surprised. I was like, this guy posts like Stoicism is like a figurative father to my life because I never had a proper father figure. And so as a real, I was just wondering, you haven't posted anything like 3 days, everything okay? I don't want to leave a comment, but I held back on that because I figured it's just 3 days, right? So maybe he's fine. So I just documented the comment here and I said, maybe if I see in the next couple of days that he's not doing anything, he's not posting things still, maybe I'll leave a comment to check up just to ask out of concern. I recognize I don't have enough time to do anything anymore, so I just end the live stream here. We'll continue this tomorrow morning. So I'm signing out. Ciao.